Welcome, Jacqueline here with You Call This Yoga. Today's practice is all about bringing ease to the low back. For this, we'll want to have some props. Having a strap, a scarf or belt would work, a yoga block, or a big thick book, and then maybe a chair, your couch, whatever you've got available. This practice will begin in a reclined position. Meeting me on the mat, we'll lay down, knees bent, feet flat. You can always have a little support underneath your head. We'll bring the hands to the low belly. You're welcome to close your eyes and just start to find an awareness of your breath here. Notice what it feels like breathing in. Notice what it feels like breathing out. At the same time, take a moment to notice your low back, being aware of any sensations that are present there. Shifting focus to your breath again. Begin to deepen your inhale and lengthen your exhale. We'll do that 3 more times. Inhale, deepening. Exhale, lengthening. After that third round, let your hands come down and start to lift your knees towards your chest. And you hold where you can. It might just be lifting the knees, maybe reaching towards the shins or the back of the thighs. You might find that just breathing here feels nice. Option to rock from side to side. Starting to feel a little massage for the lower back with that movement. You might circle your knees. If there's any spot that feels like it could benefit from a little extra attention and care, feel free to stay there, breathe deep. If you're circling the knees, feel free to try that in the other direction. And then in the next breath or two, coming back towards the center of the mat, still hugging your knees towards you. We'll lift the feet up towards the ceiling for happy baby. And so you could hold behind the knees or maybe at the shins, ankles. You might can reach towards the outer edges of the feet, or some people prefer to hold the big toes. Today, our focus is going to be more on our lower back. So wherever you're holding your legs out, imagine taking that lowest part of your spine towards the floor, grounding into the tailbone. Just notice how that might create some internal shift. And even though the focus is on the low back today, we'll let our whole entire back be grounded, shoulders pressing towards the floor. So you're just kind of leaning into that support of your mat. You can stay where you're at or rock gently. We'll take about 3 more breaths here. Preparing to come out, we'll release knees to chest and then set feet flat on the floor. And here we're going to use our strap or whatever kind of support you have. Lift your right knee towards you. Loop your strap about halfway down the right foot and then extend the right foot up towards the ceiling. So this is a really great stretch for our low back. There's the option to extend the left leg if you'd like to do that. Let go of any unnecessary tension in your shoulders, actively pushing that right heel towards the ceiling. We'll take about 3 more breaths here. You could always reach up higher towards the foot or hold a little lower on the strap if you need. After that next breath, we'll begin to release, bending that right knee, removing the strap. We'll set the right foot flat on the floor. Lift the left knee up towards you. Loop your strap halfway down the left foot. Left foot will extend up towards the ceiling. So if you want more sensation, you could hold up higher. If you need a little less, you can hold lower. Left heel actively presses up, shoulders are relaxed. Breathing here. Preparing to come out, we'll bend that left knee. We'll remove the strap. We're done with that. And now I invite you to find your block or whatever thick prop you may have. We're going to do a supported bridge so we want hip distance in between the feet. We're going to press down into the feet, use the upper leg muscles to lift the hips and slide support underneath. We want to be sure that that support's not up too high or too low, landing right beneath the pelvic region of the body. Let your arms be comfortable. Palms could be up or down. And just letting the shape and the weight of gravity do all the work now. Gentle weight of your own body against the prop, providing some ease for the low back. Deepen your inhale, lengthen your exhale. And take just 1 more breath here. Preparing to come out, you'll push the feet back into the ground, lift the hips enough to slide that block out from underneath. You might reach your arms overhead. You could even hold opposite elbows. Do a windshield wiper motion with your knees, rocking the knees side to side. After a few rounds, you can lower your arms down and you might roll over to your favorite side or rock up and we'll come up and sit. For our next pose, we want to bring in our chair. And again, if you don't have that accessible, you might put your legs up on the couch. You've got some wall space, you can utilize that today. Now, we're coming into a shape where we're going to bring our legs up onto the seat. So you'll bring one hip as close to the chair as you can get, and then you'll start to lay on your back. As you're laying back, you'll lift the legs and lay them in the chair. Give yourself a little bit of time to get set up here. You can always bring your chair in closer once you're up. In this position, it's so nice for our spine. Unlike a lot of the time, this really brings us into a neutral spinal position. And in that neutrality, we're able to release, let go, and find a little more ease. Take a few more breaths here. Moving into a pigeon variation, we'll start to bring the right knee towards the chest, reaching the hands towards the leg. We're going to cross the right ankle at the left knee, and we want to bring that part of the ankle that tends to poke out, that bone, lined up to the middle of the left thigh. And then that left hand kind of around the ankle, holding it there for support. Right knee might gently push the knee, or rather, right hand might gently push the knee away to increase that hip opening effect. You never want to force anything there. There's an option of now sliding that right heel a little further down that midline of the thigh. Once you feel comfortable enough in your position, we'll find stillness, find breath awareness, and notice if there's any sensations of clenching, gripping, or tensing, especially around the right hip or the low back. And with every breath that you take, see if you could bring a little more ease, a little more release, a little more relaxation. We'll take 5 more breaths. After 5 to come out, you'll bring the right knee towards the chest, uncross ankle from the leg, and lay that right leg back into the chair. Before you do the other side, notice what's present for you here. If you observe both hips, the low back, does anything feel different? Does one side feel more grounded, more open, more blood flow, more relaxed? And to balance ourselves out, we'll start to bring the left knee towards the upper body. We're crossing left ankle at that right knee. Again, where that ankle bone pokes out, that's going to be aligned with the midline of your thigh. Option for that left knee to gently press away. Again, never forcing anything there. That left heel might slide down a little more that midline of the right thigh. Once you find that spot that you like, we'll find stillness. We'll find breath awareness. And as you're here for 5 breaths, as much as you can, let go. Soften into the pose. Release any unnecessary tension. After the fifth breath, you'll come out slowly, hugging left knee towards chest, uncrossing ankle from the right knee, laying that left leg back in the seat, maybe bringing the hands to the belly. Eyes can be closed. Deepen your inhale, lengthen your exhale. Continue to let yourself relax, finding comfort where you're at. We'll take 5 breaths to finish. After the 5th breath, begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Start to hug your knees towards your chest. You're going to roll over to your side. It can be right or left. Let your hands come underneath your head like a pillow. Breathing here. And then just be mindful of the props that you've got nearby. Come up and sit in a comfortable position. Hopefully finding a little more comfort and ease through the low back. Thank you so very much for sharing your time and your practice.